Okay, when I made my video in the week on atheism plus, I promised a video on feminism and why I'm not a feminist, so this is this video. First, let me say that the title is a little bit perhaps of a misnomer. It's perhaps a little bit misleading because for many people this video will be bad than me.
Okay, when I made my video about Atheism Plus, I promised to make a video about why I am not a feminist. But for many of you, this may be disturbing because the title is actually a misnomer.
Yourself a feminist because there's such a wide range of perspectives that fits underneath that label. That's the primary reason why I don't call myself a feminist, because it means putting, rather than just remaining outside of some kind of political position, I'm actually identifying myself with a political position that includes some people whose ideas I find ludicrous, bizarre, and in some cases dangerous. That is dangerous.
Actually, the title of this video is more than I'm not a feminist. The real title, it's not a misnomer, is Why I'm Not a Shithead. Now, you may be disappointed to learn that I actually am a shithead, but I don't want to associate with shitheads. And the reason I don't want to associate with shitheads is because the term shithead has such a broad meaning. If you tell somebody that they're a shithead, then you really don't know what they are. If they tell you you're a shithead, then they're a shithead too. You know, I was going to make another video about something else that was in this video, but I forgot what it was, so I made it later, and I'm going to present it in the future. But that's not important, because that's something else.
Chairman comes from chairman of the board. You would have a large board in a room, and that's why it's called a boardroom. Everybody would sit round the board, and the chairman would sit on the chair, because you'd have benches either side of the board. That's why the man would sit in the chair by the board. Chairman of...
Now, in my past videos, you've heard me talk about shit and shite, and what's the difference? You see, Albert Einstein said that shit is what comes out of your ass. Albert also said that time is what we measure with clocks, and length is what we measure with rulers. But what about shite? Shite is what comes out of a colonoscopy tube, the difference being that the tube is inserted earlier in the digestive system, so it has a more watery content. For that matter, what does the term shit head derive from? This comes from an agrarian practice of putting your hand into a horse's ass, or cow's, who had become constipated and was unable to pass their excrement. As a result, you would push your hand away to prevent getting blasted in the face from explosion of decompression of the shit. Not shite, because they don't have a colostomy bag. Of course, occasionally there would be accidents, and a child with a spoon would come by and pull the shit out to clear your breathing passages. I think this is important, knowing the etymology of the terms we're referring to.
Let me also state before I go any further that a lot of things that feminists complain about, equality issues pertaining to women, I agree with. There are a lot of inequalities out there, and a lot of them are based on people's sex. I accept that, and I think that considerably more often than not, women are on the shitty end of the stick.
Now, before we go on, let me clarify a few things regarding gender issues. I believe that in many cases, women are on the shit end of the stick.
I would contend that that's probably the historical basis for that. That things have got better, but there are still... things haven't totally improved, have they? A lot of these things have historical basis where there were real inequalities, and although some of them are gradually disappearing, we're still on that slope. We haven't got to where we need to be. Just scratching my foot.
Things have gotten better, though they're still not perfect. From a historical basis, there is still a lot of inequality, and women take a lot more shit than men. Excuse me, just scratching my foot.
Thanks for watching this video, and bye for now.
I'm sorry I wasn't able to pull off the accent. Thanks for watching this video, and bye for now.